When it comes to gold bullion, there's certainly a lot of opinions out there, but I think we can all agree that when it comes to 5 gram gold bars, they're considered fairly underrated. Okay, so 5 gram gold bars. Let's not beat around the bush and let's get straight to the point. What are they? Why are they underrated? But more importantly, why are 5 gram gold bars a great investment? Well, personally, I've invested a lot into gold bars. I've got 1 gram all the way up to 5 gram gold bars, and I absolutely love them. There's many benefits to gold bars as well as negatives. So let's get straight into it. Of course, you can buy all sorts of gold bullion. You can buy coins or bars. Right in front of you here, I've also got a 1/4 ounce gold Britannia coin, which you can pick up as well. So there is many options out there. But in this specific episode, we're going to be referring more to gold bars. Now, my bars, as you can see, I've got a pretty decent selection. We've got mostly PAMP Swiss Gold Bars and Royal Mint Gold Bars. Very popular brands. I invested in these because I like the reputation that both the Royal Mint held as well as Swiss PAMP. Very recognisable, and I think that will help me when it comes to reselling my precious metals going forward on my plan of liquidating it in many decades from now. Now, how much did I pay for my gold bars? Well, let's pick up this Swiss PAMP Gold Bar here and give you an example. Okay, so this is a 5 gram PAMP Swiss Gold Bar. Very beautiful design. I paid around £250 for this bar. If you were looking to pick one of these up now, however, it's going to set you back around £300. Now, of course, I bought this bar, I think, around 3 years ago. So accounting for inflation and adjustments in the price increases of gold bullion, that's a pretty decent increase. You're looking at around a £50 increase on the purchase price of this item. I'm very pleased I bought them. They've proven to be quite a good investment. Now, why buy gold bars? There's many reasons why you can and maybe won't buy gold bars. So let's get straight into that. Well, gold bars are very popular in the experienced precious metals stackers industry. A lot of people who invest in gold bullion will tend to go for gold bars for reasons such as they have popular designs, such as this Lady Fortuna and this Britannia here, which you can see on this Royal Mint piece here. A very stunning piece. Now, something to consider when investing in gold bars is that although they may seem very stunning when it comes to design and how substantial they look, they lack the security features that coins usually tend to have. Now, let me give you an example. Here I have got a 1/4 ounce gold Britannia from the Royal Mint. This is probably one of my favourite weights and designs of precious metals to stack for wealth preservation. If you're watching this far into the episode, consider staying till the very end because I've got some information that I think may be useful to you. Now, the differences between this coin and the bars. Well, legal tender pieces like these Britannias tend to have very good security features, at least when they're manufactured and minted from the Royal Mint. Let me give you a couple of examples. So on the front here, you can see straight away in the background, there appears to be wave designs. That's not just an aesthetic design to look pretty, it's also a form of a security feature to help not allow fraudulent pieces to easily be made. Also, down in the bottom left here, we've got a padlock. When you rotate it up and down, you can see it transitions from a padlock here to the trident, which is what Lady Britannia is holding up here. When it comes to gold bars, they don't tend to carry those security features. So there is a negative to bars, they lack those security features, but I can completely go against that argument because if you're at the end of the day buying from online reputable bullion dealers, then you don't need to worry whether it's got that security feature, in my opinion, because you're buying a genuine piece of bullion from a reputable source. And at the end of the day, when you come to liquidate that precious metal, it's going to be checked by a authenticated dealer or someone that is buying your precious metals. People who tend to buy precious metals already know what they're looking for. For example, you can simply look at the packaging and that will give you a real indication of whether your precious metal is authenticate or not. Now, all gold is a fantastic wealth preservation device and a great hedge against inflation. We know that it's a long-term investment, particularly for hands-off investors. If you're looking to store some of your capital in an investment that's low risk, you're not going to have to worry about it. You don't want to have to buy and sell on different periods of time. Gold is a fantastic investment for you. Whether it's coins or bars, they both carry that fantastic aspect of preserving your wealth and hedging against that inflation. But something to bear in mind is that it is a long-term investment. The reason I say that is because gold bullion does tend to carry high premiums. Whether it's a bar or a coin, you do get a little bit stung with premiums on bullion. At the end of the day, bullion dealers have to make a profit, so they have to put on a premium, and unfortunately that does come onto the seller. Now, I know some of you will be saying to me right now, watching this video, well, future investments, you can buy secondhand. Absolutely, you can. That's a great way to avoid premiums, but you've got to bear in mind that when you're purchasing something as substantial as the beautiful yellow metal that we've got in front of us today, you need to really make sure what you're buying and who you're buying from is 100% authenticate. Otherwise, you could get stung very, very badly. Now, something to consider with bars that is a major factor is that they're not capital gains tax exempt, unlike quarter ounce Britannias or legal tender pieces that we've got, such as sovereigns, Britannias, or other countries' pieces of legal tender. Now, you could argue that that's a big negative. No one wants to pay tax upon any sale, do they? Whether it's small or large. But I will say that I think there's an unfair stigma to the capital gains tax item that surrounds gold bars. And the reason I say that is people will tend to stay away from bars if they're really not into paying that capital gains tax. And that leads people like myself onto buying more legal tender pieces like Britannias and sovereigns. But something to mention is you don't pay capital gains tax on the entire value of your precious metal. You only pay a percentage of capital gains tax on the profit of that item over the tax threshold limit. So when you start looking into the capital gains tax realm of bullion, it's not actually as scary as it first seems. I would like to say that all gold bullion is a good investment. I'm a big believer in saying it's better to have some gold rather than no gold. It's a fantastic hedge against inflation. Historically, time has proven that once and overall, very much so. You can see that from the year 2000 to the year 2020, gold went up in value well over 500%. I mean, that is a fantastic yield on what you would consider an extremely low risk investment, which is also hands off. A lot of people don't invest in gold bars as well because they think it's out of their affordability. Well, that's not actually true. Although there's a lot of people that try and live a champagne lifestyle on what you might call a lemonade wage, gold bars are a great way to enter the bullion market. 5-gram gold bars are essentially what they are. They're 5 grams of 24 karat gold bullion. The next step up would be something like this quarter ounce gold Britannia, which is 7.7 grams of a troy ounce. Now, I think 5-gram gold bars are a fantastic investment in my final conclusion, simply because I think it's a real happy medium between spending a fair amount of money to preserve wealth while not also getting stung too much on premiums like you might do with maybe a 1/10 ounce gold coin or a 1-gram gold bar. And on the same side of the coin, you're not spending astronomical amounts of money like you may do on a 1-ounce gold bar. So I feel like 5-gram gold bars are a really nice medium entry level into someone looking to steadily preserve some wealth without getting stung on premiums and without getting involved in something that is extremely expensive. So overall, what's my conclusion on 5-gram gold bars? Well, I've got to say, I love them. You can see that I've got a fair stack in front of me and I believe in it. I think gold bullion is a fantastic investment to go forward on your plan, being a long-term investment. And I think investing in 5-gram gold bars would be a wise decision. As they say, diversification is key. So of course, mixing it up between coins and bars will be a great decision to really spread your risk but also spread your opportunity of making greater returns as well. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments section if you invest in gold bars and how many you've got. I'd really like to know. It'd be great to see in the comments of the general statistics of what people tend to think about gold bars, specifically 5-gram gold bars. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode as always. And until then, goodbye. So thank you very much for watching all the way until the very end of the episode. I really appreciate how valuable your time is, and the fact that you choose to spend it watching me here on Future Investments. It means a lot. So to repay that loyalty, I'd like to remind you that you can get cheaper bullion from Tavex Bullion using my discount code Future Investments. The code is in the description below with all of the offers on selected gold and silver bullion. Now, this will help you buy precious metals, whether you're a new or seasoned stacker. Tavex Bullion is also one of the cheapest dealers out there. So when you add on my discount code, it really does help avoiding some of those premiums. So check it out in the description below. I hope that helps you with your purchases going forward. And thank you very much for your time. It means an awful lot. I look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode.